The most awaited Max Holloway fight week is arrived, where he will be facing Arnold in the main event of the evening in a 5-rounder war. Well, in this video, I'm gonna recommend you some fights that you should not miss this weekend. So without wasting further time, let's start the video. Royval vs Nikolo. Somehow, this matchup of highly ranked flyweight finishers between Nikolo and Royval finds itself on the prelims of this weekend. Royval enters the contest as number 4 flyweight in the world with a record of 14 wins, 6 losses, while Nikolo is ranked one spot behind him at number 5 with a record of 19 wins, 2 losses. Royval has currently 2 straight wins to get himself back to the track with a decision win over Bontarine and submission win against Matt Schnell in the first round his last time out. With a record of 4 wins, 2 losses, including 3 submission wins in his exciting UFC run, it is expected that Royval will once again be hunting the finishes as he searches for his first UFC title opportunity. On the other side, in his last 6 fights, Nikolo has earned 2 finishes victories, most recently with a win over Matt Schnell via knockout. He also holds a win over highly touted Manel Kape in a close decision. With an impressive UFC record of 9 wins and just 1 loss, Nikolo will look to continue his winning streak this weekend and cement himself as a title challenger in the flyweight division. If we talk about the betting odds of this fight, then Royval is an underdog with plus 145, while Nikolo is a minus 185 favorite. Gutierrez vs Pedro Munhoz. Gutierrez, who is number 12 ranked, is currently in the midst of 8-fight unbeaten streak. After losing his octagon debut in November 2018, the 31-year-old has not been defeated again. His current streak includes a brutal first-round knockout of Frankie Edgar this past November at UFC 281. Pedro Munhoz will attempt to hang on to his ranking and avoid extending his roughest stretch of his career. The 36-year-old has just 1 victory in his past 6 fights, although his all losses coming off against former or current champions in Aljamain Sterling, Jose Aldo, Dominic Cruz and Frankie Edgar. Munhoz's most recent fight at UFC 276 in July saw his clash with Sean O'Malley, but it ended in a no contest when the Brazilian could not continue after O'Malley poked him in the eye. Gutierrez is currently favourite to win the fight, but let's see Munhoz can defy the odds or not. Dustin Jacoby vs Azmat Murzakhanov. Dustin Jacoby will look to rebound from a tight split decision loss to Khalid Roundtree in October. The setback marked the first of his second stint in the UFC, previously winning 6 of 7, including a split draw. Also racked up 3 first-round finishes since being signed after an appearance on Dana White's Contender Series in 2020. On the other side, a dangerous finisher, Murzakhanov has yet to taste defeat in his professional career after impressing on Dana White Contender Series in 2021 by finishing Matthew Sheffield. Murzakhanov has since gone on to finish his first 2 appearances in UFC. If we talk about the betting odds of this fight, then despite being undefeated, Murzakhanov is underdog in this fight, while Dustin Jacoby is the favorite one. Edson Barboza vs Quarantulo. Barboza steps into the octagon with a record of 22 wins, 11 losses, 13 of those wins coming by a way of knockout and 1 by submission. Quarantulo will make his way to the cage with a record of 16 wins, 4 losses, with 7 of those wins came via knockout and 5 by submission. If we talk about their last 5 fights, Barboza has beaten 2 of his last 5 opponents, stopping 1 of them going to the judges once. Quarantulo has won 4 of his last 5 fights, stopping 3 of them and going to the distance once as well. If we talk about the betting odds of this fight, then Barboza is underdog with plus 140, while Quarantulo is minus 180 favorite. Max Holloway vs Arnold. Max Holloway and Arnold go head-to-head in Kansas City in what should be a thrilling fight. Allen has enjoyed plenty of success during his time with UFC and has not lost since joining the promotion in 2015, with most recent victory coming in October against Calvin Kattar. Now Arnold looks to add another significant win onto his record when he takes the number 1 ranked featherweight contender Max Holloway, who has not fought since losing to Alexander Volkanovski for the 3rd time last summer. No one was able to defeat Max Holloway except for Alexander Volkanovski in the recent years, and Max Holloway has yet to taste a knockdown yet. Max Holloway also holds the record for most significant strikes in the UFC in just 26 fights. If we talk about the betting odds of this fight, then Holloway is obviously the favorite one in this fight. That's all for now. These were my recommended fights about this weekend. If you like the video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and stick with the channel.